Good evening all and welcome to All Hail the Ale. Tonight we are having a beer from the Tiny Rebel birthday pack, and it's the lowest ABV of anything out there, and so I was just checking the microphone was on. Yeah, it's the lowest ABV in the pack. It's also the darkest beer in the pack. It is this one. It's the Tiny Rebel and Big Drop Imperial Mocha Vanilla Shot Stout. As we know, Big Drop, their speciality is low alcohol beer, and everything of theirs drops out at 0.5% ABV. And I really do enjoy their stout. In fact, so much so that I've drunk more of that than any other stout recently, as it happens. And yeah, at that low ABV, it's brilliant. It really is. So, the Tiny Rebel and Big Drop version is Imperial. It's also got vanilla shot and mocha, so coffee and sweet, I'm expecting. And it says, "We are amazed by the flavours that Big Drop have produced in their 0.5% beers. They are fast becoming a household name in this sector, so we set out to break the mould together once again. A 0.5% Imperial Mocha Vanilla Shot Stout. Yes! Expect your brain to be dazzled as you drink a beer that's worthy of a 12% ABV that still enables you to be the designated driver." Well, worthy of a 12%? We shall see. It's, like I said, some nice artwork. It's kind of reminiscent of some 1980s arcade games. It's a bit Mario-esque, a little bit Wreck-It Ralph. I like it. Yeah. So, I've just seen that. The Lives. X7 2019. Representative of the 7th birthday. Yeah, so, Tiny Rebel and Big Drop Imperial Mocha Vanilla Shot Stout. Let's open her up and see what we get. As usual, into the Tiny Rebel glass. It's dark, as we expect. There. Oh, now, it's what, 18 inches away from my boat race? And I was getting nice coffee aromas. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, okay, this is dark. Now that is as black as the Ace of Spades. You ain't seeing nothing through that. Dark, you got about a finger's worth of tan head. It's medium to large bubbles, not very tight. As for the aromas, we already know we've got coffee. Coffee is the strongest, and it's a creamy coffee. Am I getting vanilla? Where were we? Yes, before that rude interruption from the battery pack. So we'd covered the fact that we've got dark beer. We did have a finger's worth of tan head, and we touched on the fact that we had coffee aromas. As for vanilla, not in huge quantities. Now, the beer in the glass doesn't look overly thick, but then again, the stout from Tiny Rebel wasn't either. Not from Tiny Rebel, sorry, from Big Drop. It wasn't overly thick, but what it made up for with the lack of body was the flavour. So let's dive right in and see what we get. Now, it is thin, but it packs it up with flavour. There is subtle coffee. Now, I like my coffee strong. If I'm drinking coffee, it is going to make hairs grow on the surface of your eyeballs. This is the opposite end of the scale. It's subtle, it's creamy, and it's there in the name. It's mocha. And there is the sweetness of the vanilla that backs it up on the finish, and it's nice. It is nice. It's almost like drinking carbonated cold coffee with a little bit of creamer in. It's nice. I like. Now, Imperial. I have an issue with that bit, because Imperial Stouts are big, bold, brash little buggers. And this is not big, bold or brash. It's tasty, don't get me wrong, but it lacks that oomph that an Imperial Stout should have. Is it worthy of a 12% ABV? Sorry, I don't think it is. But then again, nor is the Stout from Big Drop anyway. But it is a great Stout. Same with this. It's great for what it is, but it shouldn't masquerade as anything more. It's a 0.5% Stout with flavour, and most of the 0.5% or low alcohol beers are lacking flavour. This has flavour, and I appreciate it a lot, because a big heavy Stout can be exactly that. It can be heavy, it can be cloying, it can be a little bit much, and it's nice to have the flavours from a Stout in a slightly less in your face, weigh you down, want to leave you, no, not want to leave you, yeah, this is a lighter alternative. It's like the Maltesers of the Stout world, the lighter way to enjoy Stout. That's exactly what it is. And I just wish that that's exactly how they marketed it. It's the lighter way to enjoy Stout. It's not, I mean, the game kind of affair you got going on the can, that works. Gaming is light-hearted fun. This is a light-hearted Stout, and it works if you market it as low alcohol, which they are, and you don't make implications that it's worthy of a 12%, because to be worthy of a 12%, you've got to back it up with some serious firepower and body and heavy, rich, dark malts, and it doesn't have that, but it's got flavour. It's nice. It is one of, if not the best, low alcohol beers of any kind that I've had, because it's got flavours that I enjoy. So, before I run off on many other tangents, let's get to a score. Would I buy it again? I think I would. I would, because I've bought the Big Drop Stout many times, and they're pale. This version though takes that and adds a little bit of something sweet. The Big Drop version is quite regular, if for lack of a better term, in terms of stouts. This is a coffee stout with a little bit of sweetness from the vanilla. I like it a lot. So I would buy it again. How much more than that? Well, I think it's better than the Big Drop Stout on its own, because it's got that little bit extra dimension of flavour. I can't remember what I scored the Big Drop on its own. I want to say it was 4 something. Let's check. Let's go. Let's delve into the depths of Untapped. Let's do some live Untapped checking, shall we say. Where's my beers? There's my beers. Big Drop. Big Drop Stout, I scored, let's see if we can get it on the camera there, it's the bottom option, a 4. Exactly a 4. I've only checked in though once. I need to rectify that. I've checked in many, well, I've drunk it many times, but I only checked it in once. Anyway, I scored that a 4. So this version I say is better, because it's got more to the flavour palette. So I'm going to give the Tiny Rebel and Big Drop Imperial Mocha Vanilla Shot Stout, I really shouldn't do movie soundovers, 4 1/4. And I think that's a very, very good score for a very good beer. And they're right. It does enable you to be the designated driver and not miss out on flavour. So ladies and gents, boys and girls, if you want a stout that you won't get for much longer because it is a limited edition from the 7th birthday pack from Tiny Rebel. This stout is worth your while. Tiny Rebel and Big Drop Imperial Mocha Vanilla Shot Stout. This has been the beer. I've been Nick, and I will see you again soon for another video. Bye.